requests, actions as we are underway. And the tip goes in favor of the Los Angeles Sparks, coming in with a 10-3 record, sitting at number 3 in the standing. Chelsea Gray for the Connecticut Sun. You'll see Jasmine Thomas and Los Angeles Sparks. She, along with Nneka Ogwumike, Candace Parker, Sydney Weiss, and Brittany Sykes in action for LA.
So you wonder how these two teams would start the game with the focus of where their priorities have been. 7 in a row, they were playing some of their best basketball before they had this break of the last 2 days.
We're supposed to be in action Wednesday night against the Minnesota Lynx. That game, of course,
at the rim.
Jones averaging 11 points a game for the Sun. His team made it to the NBA.
Shooter, if she gets hot, she is tough to defend.
Well, she's been one of the best three-point shooters, especially over a stretch of time of the last few games, as DeWanna Bonner on the steal. Story, his background, he has 2 adopted sons, one who was shot by police in the head. Hearing about gun violence or police brutality or anything like that, you see the human ties
that are with them. And the WNBA has always been a leader in social justice issues. Well, when she catches in the pinch, she's so athletic, and she is
kind of the thought process of seeing these players.
And it's a grind, and he said, well, there's a lot of people that wish that this was their job, playing basketball. And so there's a combination here of players play on the floor, the better their chances to tell their story.
Donis. January finding Jones and wide open, and that's been a sweet.
Use that transition size in the way they fill the lane. I mean, they run the lane hard, but they've got size running the lanes. The ball defenders, and some are really good off the ball defenders. And Parker is really good off the ball because she reads, she gaps up, and she uses her size and she 6 of her last 9.
When they started out, Bonner was having to do a lot of heavy. Heidemann thought about it, came in a little bit closer. 12-footer won't go. Simona Augustus and Jones going for it, picked up by Charles. Candace Parker with the baseball pass. Excellent vision. Candace Parker for 3. Both teams getting good looks. Baskets just not falling on either end. Cooper turns it over. DeWanna Bonner, you see the length that she has, bringing the ball up the court, 6'4", and the ability that she has from.
DeWanna Bonner gets the steal, and now look, she's assessing all options. She's got Parker, and she's going to drive Parker down into the paint. Just makes it.
Bonner on the sharp pass to Heidemann. Good ball movement on the perimeter.
You know, for some of his players right now, by going with 2 rookies on the floor.
Bonner cross-court pass for Charles. Over 3 minutes to go in the half. Bonner loses the handle, regains it, and the offensive board, and Montpremier, the rookie out of Miami, on the putback.
That should give her some confidence because she had to fight off Candace Parker for that.
And along the way, as actionable items kind of come into play, we hope to empower those who are really doing the work on ground to help us figure out how we can execute
that. You know, these women are fighting for equality. They said that's one of the
game that
most...
you play as kids, right? The game you play when you're a kid in the pool.
You get to see the officials all the time.
Beatrice Montpremier doing a good job. Williams, you got to dive when your player goes to double team.
Connecticut has done a really nice job in this first half as Essex Carpenter and Jasmine Thomas. We saw great balance from this Suns team. Grabbing the board is Alyssa Thomas. You heard their head coach talk to us just before the break about how these players for Connecticut.
She is the second best in terms of field goal percentage, and it's not all layups.
Backboard in favor.
Look at the step-up screen, and then the short roll by Jones, and Alyssa Thomas just ripping boards away on the weak side glass.
Away by the Sun. Mentioned this is a group coming in, winning 6 of their last 9. The spin move from Alyssa Thomas. Parker trying to lean into Thomas a little bit. Chelsea Gray with 5 to go on the shot clock. Got to put something up before it expires. The fadeaway has been Thomas. Thomas won't see that one fall. She knocked down the 3 early on in the game at 6.
Somebody who can read the second level, someone who understands what I call the 3 W's, who to get the ball to, when and where. I mean,
for the Sun.
Yeah, I don't know about that call. Didn't look like there was much there.
The handoff to Bree Jones. Nneka Sparks.
She's expecting contact. Her brother Devin was a very good player at Wake Forest, and I know
Gyms as Chelsea Gray has been on fire tonight. Woman in Louisville, Kentucky, who was killed by police in her apartment.
Tell you what, Alyssa Thomas has been very physical in that matchup with Candace Parker all night. Candace is 1 for 3.
Cooper saying, I'm gonna give it another go, and this time to be on the call. Taya Cooper, just great anticipation, steps into the lane and takes it.
The Connecticut bench had 17 first half points. They haven't scored any points in the second half, but Taya Cooper from the floor with shooters in a corner, that's hard to guard.
Cooper thought about it off to Candace Parker. 6 points now for CP3. The long.
And she's a very good on-ball defender.
Wide open in the back door that she's been able to put together. Go ahead, Debbie.
I mean, we're going into the 4th quarter with a game here now. This is going to be good.
Yeah, we are. January bringing it up the court. January hands it off, and then it will be matched by the Sparks organization.
Servant leadership at its best.
McKay trying to tie this thing up, and
just watch. Show, step through, fake, side jam. Sweet.
For 8 previous seasons, as DeWanna Bonner on the steal and all the way.
I think Sydney Weiss just sort of lost her mind for just a second. Like, there's no way that ball could get from point A to point B. It happened.
Are doing defensively.
Well, they busted up the rhythm, Tiffany.
Yeah.
I mean, the rhythm is off. You know, and so they can't run there to the rim. Now watch. She's trying to get the ball to Weiss. Clinicians and teachers in the game. He wrote a book called Why the Best Are the Best, and one of the things that is my biggest takeaway is
of Sykes.
Oh,
what a take.
LA icing all ball screens on the side.
Here's Thomas, mid-air.
That's good D. Tough 2.
Sykes, baseline jump. This has been a pretty tight game all the way through as Chelsea Gray with time winding down on the shot clock, crossover three.
Parker in the pinch.
Gray heaves it up again, once more.
The ball. Okay, fakes the handoff. Goes Brittany Sykes to the pin down. It's a great screen. Jasmine Thomas can't get off the contact.
You have to think that's by design for Derek Fisher. And now January right back to Thomas. Cooper with the hesitation. Candace Parker tracks it down. Thomas is right there to greet her, all up in her grill, but Candace Parker flips it up and in.
And watch Parker right here, checks the clock. AT all up in her grill. Look at the handle for 6'4", crosses her up, gets to the paint.
Sykes going in on the reverse layup. Cooper misses. Breon January quickly up the floor. The quick two. No. DeWanna Bonner. Yes. On the rebound.
The LA doesn't call timeout to advance the ball. And if you foul Chelsea Gray, she hasn't missed a free throw all year. And you got to.
Just a lot of time taken off the clock, and that will end it. So after Connecticut had a lead as big as 11, the second half push from Candace.